and welcome to the next portion of this diabolical Newtonian lab of mine. And our next part of the experiment, I've done a little bit of setup here. I think this might be messy or something, who knows. I've got a little tin here, and I've got a little test tube holder, a little plastic test tube here, and got some vinegar I already pre-measured with this little baby graduated cylinder. That's, I believe, the technical term, baby graduated cylinder. And I measured it as precisely as I could with this little pipette. This is our vinegar, which is actually acetic acid and water type of combination. And we've got a handy little teaspoon measure, but I like mine that I use to cook, so it's not any kind of crazy substance that we're using. I've got baking soda here, which is also known as sodium bicarbonate, and I'm going to be making a little reaction in this balloon here. The third Newton's law is about action-reaction pairs. So basically, for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. In this, when you combine vinegar with the baking soda, otherwise known as sodium bicarbonate, you get a combination of sodium acetate, water, and carbon dioxide. Now, the carbon dioxide that is produced is gas, so it will bubble up because of the pressure differences. When the pressure increases from the reaction within the balloon that I will be using, it should cause the weakest point of the balloon, the top here, to expand. I thought this would be a fun part to watch. I've got a little funnel here set to crease a piece of paper, but I'm always making an absurd amount of messes, so I'm improvising because I'm always like blowing things up or whatever. Think of Beaker from the Muppets. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this vinegar in here. There we go. And I'm going to stick the funnel in this yellow balloon here. Note that I've got my gloves, my safety goggles, and I've got my lab coat here. I'm starting to wonder if this is why I said use the paper, but I'm sure I'd be making all sorts of messes that way too. I've got 3 milliliters of vinegar in there, and in here, little guy, sometimes I have to coax it. Science is partially an art, so I've found. Part of what I've learned in all these lab experiments is that you're not necessarily supposed to be perfect, you're just supposed to learn something from it. And half the time, you just feel all the more human as a result because you felt like such a fool, like a little kid playing with everything. It keeps you humble. You get too intellectual, think you know everything, gotta get put back in your place, right? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's a little bit of work, but that was fun. Now, that was 1 teaspoonful we've got in the balloon. I'm going to put this over this test tube here and get it to dump into the test tube. And hopefully some awesome reaction will occur. Whoa. Well, that's happening pretty fast. Wow. Woo! It's like bubbling up. This is probably the coolest part of the experiment. You just have to see this. Oh, that is neat. I didn't think that would happen so fast. So check that out. Oh, I should do this every day. I think I'll just do this for fun, just to show people I know magic tricks. Okay, so we see what happened there. I'm going to be doing another nail balloon experiment with this, which I will show you my setup for that shortly. But wasn't that cool? Science is fun. Okay, so, whoa. Ah! Okay, so I'll come back with the next portion.